Virgo, hi. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Mary. Welcome to your spring 2022 love reading. So I have a few announcements, so I just want to say first off, in case anyone just wants to skip through what's probably going to be a little longer of an intro, I've put timestamps below, so you can just go past the intro to the cards. I've also arranged the timestamps in what I hope is a more viewer-friendly way. I've given the name of each deck, and I put a timestamp for as soon as that deck starts. So if you wanted to go to the Twin Flame Journey Oracle deck, for instance, you know, you could look for that in the timestamp list and just skip to it, or the Holographic Tarot, skip to that. But that way you know what the decks are and you know where they begin in case you just want to check those particular cards out. So that's one announcement. Excuse me. The other is that I changed the name of the channel to Synchronicity Central. So welcome to Synchronicity Central. This has happened. This is the third name change since I started. And I was guided to, so I had to. I also registered a domain, synchronicitycentral.com. I have found that my purpose in life is for sure to raise awareness to synchronicities. It's so important, and it helps the vibration of the collective, you know, mass consciousness and everything. So noticing synchronicities, recognizing them, it makes them happen more, and it in turn raises your vibration and also people around you. So I'm hoping that this will be like a community of that, because I have so many of those that have happened in my life that like got me through dark times, that I realized that sharing my stories of those like brightens my mood. And when they'd happen, you know, they give you confirmation that something's, you know, there for you, like a message in this reading. A synchronicity is a confirmation for you that it's right, that it's the right message. They're there to support you during times of pain and grief, to make you feel better and lift your vibration a little bit. In other words, get you to a happier place. They're there to support you, and I feel most importantly to raise your vibration and the vibration of mass consciousness. So you'll hear me say all the time on this channel now, what's your synchronicity? And your synchronicity could be like, you have this candle too, or your nails are painted the same as mine, or you love hummingbirds and a hummingbird card comes out in one of the decks, you know, or any animal, you name it, or you know, your birthday is 10/17 and you find a reading that's 10 minutes 17 seconds long, you know, that kind of thing. Those are synchronicities. You're in alignment. The universe is letting you know you are. They're also supporting you. You're getting messages. It's a very good vibrational energy, Virgo, to be in. So please share your synchronicities in the comments and help me build up this synchronistic central community where everyone can read and it influences everyone's vibration. When they see that you had this cool thing happen, they're like, oh my God, I did too. And or they get excited over yours, and then they have something happen to them, and then they notice that, and more happen. So it becomes this butterfly like creeping effect that really spreads positivity. So you're putting your synchronicities in the comments, you're inspiring others. So please do. I encourage it. I'm so excited to hear some of the stories because I think it's magical. I love it. Anyways, enough of the intro, Virgo. We're gonna go to this Heavenly Body Astrology Deck, and we'll see what is in store for Virgo for the spring. Now, whenever you're seeing this, it's timeless. I'm filming it in spring 2022, but if you see it in winter of another year, it's just that that's when you're meant to hear the messages. Just go a few months out from wherever you are in life, whatever time frame you are in life when you see it. The messages are coming in your love life a few months out from here. For Virgo, what they need to know now the most about their love life. They need to know now the most about their love life. I usually like to try to go until something jumps, but that's too much. So I'm going to ask that we get just 2, please, for Virgo in the coming months. If I don't get something to jump soon, I'll pull directly, but I try to like to have it come on its own. I'll tell you what, I mean, those 2 fell, but I feel more drawn to these 2 here. I've got to be honest. So Virgo, but look, you know what? I'm just going to take them all. Oh my goodness. We won't be able to read the book on all of them, but we'll get an idea because that's your card. Virgo, it literally came out and it seemed to want to. So Mercury. So we have Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. I've only been taking 2 for everybody else, Virgo. And so you got 4. So my space is going to be weird when I lay out the cards for you, but apparently you guys have more messages coming. The Moon, satisfy emotional needs, nurture yourself and others. And then we have your card showing up right off the bat for you, Virgo, integrity, reverence, and service. And then we have Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. I'm going to flip quickly. I'll give a brief on each of these just to see kind of where we're at. This deck is so pretty. So, this is about proactivity, expression, masculinity, outward. Izzy, my dog, my little chihuahua, is barking. I was wondering if I was going to have to tell her to stop. So venture into the light of day, speak your truth and be seen. Now is the time to engage with the world. Begin a project, take a leap of faith, share your ideas. Birth your inner world into a waking life. You have angelic support in manifesting the life of your dreams. As a long-term practice, consider your balance between yin and yang, your spiritual and your physical life. Both vital energies ebb and flow within as 2 sides of creation. Do you feel a harmonious balance? So there's forward motion coming. And the shadow side of this can be becoming impatient or aggressive. That would be like, you know, the overindulgence of your masculine energy. So you may need to balance this out with some nurturing feminine energy. But the universe is saying you definitely need some balance in your life. This is the time to do something, take a leap of faith, or like it says, share your ideas, start a project. There's forward motion, Virgo. All right, so let's see. We have the Moon. Sorry, Virgo, for the delay here. I'm trying to find. All right, I'm going to go to the Virgo card because we have it here. I just passed it, so I'm going to go to Virgo and we'll do Moon next. But so in mythology, virgin means whole and complete. And similarly, Virgo, the virgin goddess, asks you to strip away the not you layers that clog your vessel. These may be unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, or damaging thought patterns. This cleansing force comes to guide your body, mind, and spirit back to its natural state of grace. This humble energy knows the most profound way to create change is through small, consistent actions. So what are your daily embodied rituals? Are they in support of your higher self and ultimate purpose? Service your life so you may be of service to self, spirit, and others. So really asking you to unload healthy, toxic habits. Sounds like you need a bit of a detox mentally, spiritually, everything right now, Virgo. It seems like the universe is trying to really cleanse you right now. So do a lot of self-care if you can. And I feel like soaking in some like ritualistic baths, you know, like a full moon bath or a new moon bath, or, you know, something like that will be a benefit to you. So this is about your emotional responses to life, how you nurture yourself and others, psychic revelations, bone knowing intuition. So some of you Virgos you've got some serious intuition that you feel in your bones, and the universe is saying so some things may be coming through for you. Your experience of feminine energy, yeah, there's a little call to dive more into your feminine energy side. Have you been pushing yourself too hard? Your angel reminds you periods of rest or simply being are not only allowed, but vital for the alignment of yourself and spirit. Where do you feel most at peace? Whether it's a cocoon in your home or a loving place in nature, nest and connect with your sanctuary. Sink into your layers within and know where to go, know when to be. Quiet your mind through meditation, a gentle walk, or journaling. What feelings, wishes, and memories float beneath the surface? Greet and explore everything you find, pushing nothing aside. In the midst of these hazy waters, notice your eternal presence, the one who watches, anchored beneath the sea. Know this presence is your unshakable truth, your mother within, your boundless soul. Learn her language, your intuition, and honor her above all else. So Virgo, you're being called to really tap into this nurturing feminine energy, like a high priestess energy, really tapping into that and trusting that bone deep intuition that you've been gifted with in this life. So because it's definitely trying to guide you in some fashion in your love life. So I'm going to Mercury, the last card here. This reading will probably be so long because I had 4 cards pulled. I usually only have to read 2 of these. Everybody's reading's been running about 30 to 33 minutes. So Mercury, oh my gosh. Trying to find it. I'm so sorry, Virgo. I don't know this book well. I just got this deck for my birthday last October, and then all kinds of things have been happening and I didn't get to work with it much. So I've been excited with this round of readings because it's been really nice. This is such a beautiful card. Think, learn, network, communicate. Lift out of your emotional body and connect with the intelligence of your rational mind. Your emotional world is verdant and beautiful, and a beautiful landscape, and it's your greatest teacher. But every so often, hover above it and elevate your perspective. In stillness, you're reminded feelings do not define you. Practice removing your emotional filter from critical thinking and problem solving. Hone your ability to see things as they truly are and think methodically. The clearer you get, the wiser your decision making, the more open your mind for spiritual guidance, channeling, and psychic downloads. So Virgo, it sounds like maybe a lot of you are going to have some psychic powers that are developing. If things are going to be coming out, I feel like things are going to be coming out. You're going to be seeing things. Sometimes it might be in your mind's eye, but the universe is like, you have some bone deep intuition. You need to, just try to be still and separate from your emotions, and get yourself into a good vibrational space, get grounded, put your feet on the earth so that you can see things from a different perspective. I would not be surprised if we don't see the Hangman come out later. See things from a different perspective. I'm gonna make a note for you, Virgo, real quick, so I know what to put down for your reading title. I'm sorry, just a minute. Virgo, bone deep intuition. Now is time to trust it. So I have to make a note because by the time I upload your reading, maybe I'll have done a couple more and I don't remember what the message was for each group, each sign, anymore because I have so much information. It just it comes through and goes. But I make a note so that way I can make sure that you get, what you really meant to hear. So this is a beautiful deck. It's the Oracle of 7 Energies. For the Virgo watching and their love life coming up, what do they need to know now the most? I really feel like, you're going to be getting some revelations that could be kind of life-changing. We'll see what else the rest of the cards say, Virgo. That's too many, but let's go ahead and put them back. Okay. Just please 2 cards for Virgo this time. We don't want this reading to be an hour long. 2 cards for Virgo. Spring love season. For Virgo, what do they need to know now the most? Okay, look at that. So 3 cards surface, 7 a deep breath, which doesn't surprise me. I'm going to put it back because I don't want to take too many again, but take a deep breath. The universe is asking you to sit back, just be really self-care and trust because they're trying to send you messages. But we have 48, a burst of magic, and we have 45, beyond the ordinary. And we'll go check these out in the book really quickly. 48. The beautiful lotus on here, burst of magic, 48. This is about an epiphany. Oh man, you got this other card that said you were going to have a revelation too. And this is talking about an epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has a purpose. your purpose as a gift bestowed upon you, cultivating consciousness, contact with a higher power, coming to know what calls to you and lights you up. So it sounds to me like you're going to be getting some information. It says, be mindful today. When information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. The action you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed. Only good will come of this. Wow. Only good will come of this. I gotta write that down. Only good will come of this. Virgo, you got some really interesting vibes going on. I'm going to make sure I give you guys the proper title so that everybody who needs it can get to the reading. So revelations and epiphanies coming in. There's going to be some need to think and communicate, and also some need to just surrender and let everything kind of unfold naturally. So beyond the ordinary. Virgo's life is sounding like it's going to get interesting. This is about the mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. So definitely a need, Virgo, for you to get into your deep, earthy roots, get grounded, trust. Right now, it's so important. Trust that this is only good will come of this, okay? Only good will come of this. So, you know, no matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will without trying to assertion anything in advance. So that's what's happening here. The universe is telling you, okay, you've been waiting, you've been asking for some answers to something. We want you to know it's coming. There's an epiphany, a revelation, clarity, a higher knowing that you're going to feel in that deep, bone deep intuition that you, Virgo, were gifted with at birth. So, and it's only getting better as you grow older, and I believe that you recognize that. So now we're going to pull from the Twin Flame. I think these are, I don't know the name of this for sure. I think it's down, I might have gotten it in the timestamps, but Twin Flame by Liv Tarot. These were gifted to me by the beautiful Athena. I love her. Okay. For the Virgo guided here. Wow, like kinds of stuff here going on. Yeah, vibration, energy, and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire, Virgo. We've been talking about that. The synchronicities help with that. Hesitation, past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. There's that forward motion coming in and you've been kind of afraid of it. Maybe that's what you've been asking, like, what's coming? I'm so nervous. I've been down a long road and I just wonder what's coming, and I wish I could know. Please tell me, please show me. The universe is like, and you're afraid to see, even though you want the answers, you're like afraid of them, and you're kind of stuck and you're kind of emotional. You know, try to get out of that. There's a feeling that you have some regret here, some remorse. Maybe you've had some loss, and you're going to need to start, you know, you may need to make a choice, some of you Virgos, and that might lead to what you think is some regret. But there may be something that some of you have been in denial about, because denial is showing up. Repressed emotions, rejection, you know, unable to see below the surface. And I think that's interesting because there's a girl covering her eyes in the water. And that comes up, unable to see below the surface for you. So it's like, and there was that need for another perspective. So I think that the universe, Virgo, is going to be giving you that other perspective. Don't have regrets about your past, though, because that lowers your vibration. Hesitation also does. Try to take leaps of faith based on your guidance, because you are getting some good spiritual guidance, Virgo. You are protected. So we're going to go into the Twin Flame Journey to Divine and Masculine Twin Flame Oracle decks. So for the Divine Feminine energy side of this connection, for the next few months, what do they need to know now the most? They need to know now the most. Divine Feminine in her mental space. Where is the Divine Feminine energy's mental space? A lot fell. I kind of feel like that we have digging, spying on the masculine through social media. You might really be stressing yourself out. Like, look, every girl, every woman, I don't know if you can see that, but that one down there is like, oh God. And this one up here is like, oh God. And this one up here is like, oh God. So there's definitely a sense, Virgo, that you've been stressing. You've been stressed. I feel like for some of you, there is a third party involved. That is not all. I don't even like saying that. I really don't. But I feel like some of you have known it in your bones, in this deep intuition you've been given. You've already known it, but you've been in denial about it. So now you maybe, some of you are frantically digging, trying to find out. And maybe you like regret now, you know, the decisions you made up until now. And all of this isn't good for you. It's not good for anything in your vibration. So we have here like spirituality, karma, mission work, paying off karmic debt. So you've been working on undoing a lot of karma, and you've paid back a lot of karmic debt. So you have these revelations coming to you because you've been doing the work, and you're going to be getting the answers you've been digging for, Virgo. If you are in that space where you feel that you have to dig and you're in this, like I've been this girl right here. Oh God. Sometimes I still want to fall back into that energy, and it's been, you know, years since there was an affair involved in my marriage, and it's just never, you're never the same. And that digging, I find, only exacerbates everything, honest to God. You'll get frantic, you'll start to get neurotic, so it really hinders you in all ways. But you know something is going to be brought to the light here soon, so don't have any fear. All right, Virgo, you're going to get your answers, and then you're not going to have any denial anymore, for those of you that applies to. I just feel like a really stressed Virgo. For the Divine Masculine, I feel like it went something flipped, but I don't know where it went. For the Divine Masculine side of this energy in Virgo. Okay. Ooh. A bunch of stuff just fell my way. Yeah, so the Divine Masculine is like in that same overload, stressed energy that the Divine Feminine is in. Some kind of overload, and it might be like picking up on the energy that you're putting out. Maybe somebody tried to get back together after an affair, and neither of you can take it because you don't have the trust anymore, and you're digging and you're feeling it still, and you don't believe that they're not going to do it again. And this person's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm on overload. I feel all the chaos of this, and you're both like bound in this trap. You know, I'm gonna put, I don't feel like these were meant to come out because they kind of slipped, but I got Chance there. He's waiting to take a chance. We're going to see if they come back out. For the Virgo watching the Divine Masculine energy in this love connection. For the next few months, what does the Virgo watching need to know the most? Divine Masculine side of this energy. All right. So they may be getting ready to try to communicate more with you about this. And it looks like happy communication by that. Divine Masculine, Sacred Masculine, journey back to self. So he might be getting pushed to go back to self, to face the things that this Divine Masculine has done to hurt his feminine, to put her in this frantic, I need to dig, I'm stressed, I don't want to see this energy. He's getting called back to his Divine Masculine energy, which is really a good thing. And maybe that's where some good communication will open up for a lot of you, and a lot of this will be released out into the open. Regardless, you're going to have some kind of epiphany. This masculine is very self-critical. They have unreasonable expectations. They exaggerate negatives, and they're extremely judgmental to possibly them, to others, but definitely themselves, even if you don't realize that. They have this Divine Masculine, and this connection is being called to do some serious inner work, Virgo. And you'll have to see where you kind of fit into that in your own journey. Oof. So we have a steady energy coming in. So Virgo, can you see these? Okay. So we have walking away with the 8 of Cups. And then walking away, what happened? You're taking a leap of faith a lot of times when you walk away, just like the Fool, showing you are going off to a brand new beginning, a very fresh start, something new, something you don't know, something unexpected, going off without a care in the world, right? Always remembering that only good will come of this. Always having that attitude when you're about to step off that. But you're walking away into a new beginning. Something way more stable is coming in. It's been moving in slowly. I do see the Hangman there because you do have to see things from another perspective. There's a need for balance. You may have a choice coming up that you have to make, Virgo. You need to weigh things out and just see where you stand for a lot of reasons. And will you stay or will you go? We have the Sun coming out. So you have happiness shining down upon you in the next few spring months. And a relief coming into all of this tense, regretful, denial, like scattered energy that you may have been in. Hesitation is going to end once you get this clarity. And yeah, look, we have the Moon coming out again. That's a second Moon card. So you may have been in a depression. You may have been in the dark about some things, and there's things coming out into the light, and you're going to know all of this digging and stuff is going to have been for a reason, or it wouldn't have been for a reason, but you're going to get answers. I'm showing the Six of Cups, like reconciling with something or someone from the past and being nostalgic about it. You know, and when I say reconciling from something from the past, that could also be like because you're reconciling the fact that it's time to let it go because you don't want to be ever in this energy anymore. Yeah, you definitely need to see things from another perspective in this situation for sure. The Hangman is here. Hangman is here. And I feel like this Emperor energy is like the divine masculine or the male portion of this love interest, kind of cold, kind of callous, kind of standoffish, has not really shown the divine feminine the compassion that she deserves, especially when maybe he has been the one that has caused her a lot of pain. But that's okay because Virgo, you got the Sun, and the Victory card is the last one to come out for you. We do have Death at the bottom of the deck, so there's major transformation happening, but we already saw that in all of the other cards, so we already know that. And what happens after death and darkness and transformation, the sun shines again. And the light is at the end of the tunnel, and you have a very public victory. If like some of you are going to get some very public gratification that you've been needing so desperately. Things are going to be made known, and it could be in the public eye, so other people will see it too, and you'll be validated finally. But you don't need validation, right, Virgo? You've got that bone deep intuition you've been born with, and you already know. But you're on your way to a brand new walk away, Virgo, from whatever it is no longer serving you. Anything that puts you back in this energy, walk right away from it without a care in the world to this more stable thing coming in for your Sun and your victory and love that you so desperately need and deserve. So Virgo, those are the messages I have for you. I hope you liked your reading. Thank you for sticking around for the whole thing. And until next time, take care.